Federal government receives 2024 rainy season report indicating ray of hope despite environmental challenges associated with the season. Zamfara state government commits to ensuring welfare of families of slain members of community protection guards killed in ambush while performing their duties. While reactions continue to trail performance of Super Eagles against Mediterranean Knights of Libya. All these and more on News Panorama this Sunday with me, Justin Bemui. Stay tuned. Well, thank you so much for joining us. The federal government has received a report on the 2024 rainy season indicating a significant increase in farmers' output despite the environmental challenges associated with the season. The National Agricultural Extension and Research Liaison Service compiled a report and presented it to the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi. Musa Babaliu has the details.
Rainfall situation this year.
The survey initially analyzed the 2024 rain pattern, revealing a decrease in rainfall compared to the 2023 season. This decline in rainfall resulted in a dry spell that adversely affected crop in 33 states. Additionally, floods were another contributing factor that impacted farmers' output during the season. A total of 31 states spanning 180 local government areas experienced flooding, with the northeast region severely affected. Despite these challenges, there has been notable increase in farmers' output this year. For example, rice farmers in 10 states were able to produce 9.129 million tons of paddy this year, with Niger State leading in production with over 700,000 tons. Similarly, 11.216 million tons of maize were cultivated in 10 states, with Kaduna maintaining its position as the top producer. Sorghum, cowpea and soybeans production also saw increase of 2.56%, 0.24% and 4.31% during the season. The survey further highlights that 46 million tons of cassava were produced during this year, with Benue taking the lead in production, followed by Kogi State. Niger leads in yam production, followed by Nasarawa, Enugu, and Edo states.
This report showed that 62% of Nigerians are now planting improved seed. And that's a very good increase. Last year we did the survey, it was between 15 to 25% Nigerian using improved seed.
Before the next rainy season, we should be able to deliver on that particular platform. The platform is going to bring in all this content from the various subject matter specialists and experts on how farmers are supposed to produce, when they are supposed to produce, and how they are supposed to tackle issues that they will see in terms of disease condition or maybe poor crop performance and whatnot, and actions they are supposed to take. I guess that is the kind of knowledge that farmers will need out there to do their own production.
There was general increase in cost of production of major crops during the season under review. In Abuja, Musa Aliyu, NTA News.
Now, stakeholders in the poultry business have shared their thoughts on the nutritional value, versatility and importance of egg in global diet. And this came to the fore when Delta State joined the rest of the world to mark World Egg Day. Chinyere Okoli brings us key messages to keep in mind.
Eggs are one of the few foods that should be classified as superfoods that are loaded with nutrients, contributing to healthy living with special enhancement of the brain. Dwelling on the theme of this year's event, United by Eggs, nutritionists and egg farmers, alongside other experts, advised people to engage in the habit of eating egg for healthy living, noting that benefits therein cannot be overemphasized.
It's about sharing information amongst farmers, egg distributors, and policymakers So it's actually a way of also letting people know the benefits of egg consumption and what egg is all about. As we all know, egg is versatile, is eco-friendly, and it contains much of the classes of food that we have.
Every single thing you need for your daily nutrient requirements is in the egg. The cholesterol your body needs to function, the hormones and everything is all in the egg. You know, those days they used to say don't eat too much eggs, but now over the years several researches have been done to conclude that you actually need to eat more eggs than one a day. So even for the old people, you need the eggs because you don't eat much as an old person, but once you eat 1 or 2 eggs, it gives you all the nutrients your body requires to survive.
Egg has all the good cholesterol you need in your body. So eat egg every day makes you healthy and strong.
The history of World Egg Day was established in 1996 in Vienna, Austria. It was then decided that the second Friday of every October would be observed as World Eggs Day. In Asaba, I'm Chinyere Okoli, NTA News.
And the federal government has kept faith with its promises to cushion the effect of the economic hardship faced by vulnerable citizens by distributing bags of rice and other items to the less privileged in Awka, the Anambra State capital. Onome Okadigbo reports that the Minister of Women Affairs was there to supervise the distribution of these items.
Ndiche Hall, Umudioka in Awka, the Anambra State capital, was the venue of the distribution as beneficiaries gathered and eager to receive the rice and other items. This initiative demonstrates President Bola Tinubu's administration's commitment to social welfare and economic empowerment. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, said federal government recognizes the economic challenges facing citizens as palliatives will mitigate the effects of the current realities.
Man is working day in and day out. I am telling you, whatever I myself is doing, is through him. I am doing it. And imagine how many people I'm fighting for you people to breathe air. It is still Mr. President that is doing it. Exercise patience. Couple of months, the results will start showing. Okay, let's say from 6 months to a year, the results will start showing.
The governor of Anambra State, who was represented, the APC chairman, Anambra State, Basil Ejidike, and others, commended the efforts of the federal government.
The president supports palliative so that people will be eating while other reforms and other dividends will come.
Stakeholders said the federal government's food distribution initiative is a beacon of hope for Nigerians most vulnerable. From Awka,
the Federal Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation is spending 2 billion naira on various water supply projects in Sokoto State. Minister of State, Water and Sanitation, Bello Mohammed Goroyo, disclosed the figures at the groundbreaking ceremony for the federal government intervention on water supply projects in the state. Dalhatu Abdullahi has a report.
The projects are under the federal government intervention on water supply of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The first component of the project, estimated at 2 billion naira, comprises new solar-powered boreholes at strategic locations, rehabilitation of malfunctional water schemes across the state, reconstruction of collapsed bridge at Kagara and damaged culvert at Boyeke, as well as some access roads. The new boreholes are to be provided for communities of some educational institutions, public organizations, and selected villages. Sokoto State Water Board, that experienced numerous overhauling without meeting the water needs of Sokoto and environs, is among the water schemes to be rehabilitated for optimum supply. The aim is to ensure sufficient supply of potable water to Sokoto metropolis and its neighboring local government areas that lack access to quality drinking water. The contract agreement for the construction of a solar-powered borehole with reticulation to provide enough water fetching centers to students of the Sokoto State University was officially signed by the Minister of State Water and Sanitation, the acting Vice Chancellor, and the representatives of the contracting firms.
We are going to crisscross this country so that Nigerians would benefit on the dividends of democracy that is being provided by our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Water is the number 6 in the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, and so the Honourable Minister was carefully given this ministry because of his track record and the capacity to deliver on his assignment.
The minister and entourage held similar symbolic flag-off at Goranyo local government, where 11 solar-powered boreholes are to be drilled, one each for the 11 political wards of the area. The second component of the intervention projects of the Renewed Hope agenda is on dams refurbishment across the country, expected to commence in due course. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
The Bola Ahmed Tinubu Scholarship Training, Education and Mentorship Program, BAT-STEM, has provided educational materials and instilled values that promote good character in the lives of more than 5,000 students in 12 schools across the southwest Nigeria. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement for Southwest, Moremi Ojodu, stated this when she took BAT-STEM program to Moremi High School in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Femi Afariogun tells us more.
In a bid to drive the Renewed Hope agenda to the grassroots, the Presidential Community Engagement Office in the Southwest has brought the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Scholarship Training, Education and Mentorship Program, BAT-STEM, to Moremi High School in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Leading the initiative to the school was the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement, Moremi Ojodu, who emphasized the President's commitment to education and his focus on reducing the number of out-of-school children.
We are ensuring that these children embrace the ethics of discipline, hard work and education. We're also trying to make sure that these children are being the best in whatever they do. And also, we are trying to give scholarships to these children.
Educational materials such as books, bags, pen were given to the students, while instructional aids and food items were given to the teachers.
Thank you, President Tinubu, for giving us gifts.
Those things, the people normally come to our school, but this one is special. So we want to appreciate them for the kind of love that they share to us.
Moremi Ojodu later paid homage to the Ooni of Ife, Oba Enitan Adeyeye Ogunwusi, where the monarch commended the program and gave the team a royal blessing. From Ile-Ife, Osun State, Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
Now, Governor Dauda Lawal has pledged that his government will take full responsibility for the well-being of the families of the Zamfara guards who were killed in an ambush. The governor made the commitment at the Emir of Tsafe's palace during a condolence visit to the families of 9 members of the Community Protection Guards, CPG, killed in an ambush last week. While consoling the Tsafe Emirate and the families of the brave guards, Governor Lawal said that the ultimate sacrifice of the 9 Community Protection Guards will never be in vain. The Community Protection Guards, known as Askarawa, was established by Governor Dauda Lawal to support existing security agencies in the state. Governor Lawal also announced donations of money and foodstuffs to the victims' families. Earlier, the Emir of Tafe, Alhaji Muhammadu Bawa, expressed gratitude to the governor for his consistent support and timely assistance in ensuring the people's safety. Now, you're watching Panorama, and we will be taking a short break here. The news continues in a moment. To stay with us. Like a storm, new psychoactive substances are sweeping through communities. Potent, dangerous, and constantly evolving. Each time progress is made, the goalpost shifts, making it almost impossible for health workers to tame At the 15th Biennial International Conference on Substance Abuse in Abuja, health experts express concerns as policymakers also share strategies and solutions that may finally stem the tide. Now let's have the details from Haman Jabani.
The 15th Biannual International Conference on Drugs, Alcohol and Society in Africa, with the theme Improving Access to Treatment for Substance Use Disorder, Emerging Strategies and Persistent Challenges, is aimed at addressing different aspects of research on drugs and alcohol in African countries and how best to harness emerging strategies to combat the pervasive issue of substance abuse.
Treatment, in a sense, is a form of prevention. So we need to provide access to people who have a problem with drugs so that they can receive the kind of treatment and care that they need.
So if the capacity of primary health care level is built, and that primary health care does not mean government facility, if the non-governmental organizations who are involved in treatment that we know and registered with Federal Ministry of Health that they are into treatment is built, it will go a longer way to increase access to treatment.
That many individuals with substance use disorders face significant stigma in their different societies and within the healthcare systems.
Others say treatment gap for substance use disorder and lack of training, in addition to psychiatrics, cost of treatment, are some of the major challenges.
The ECOWAS Commission has intensified its drug prevention and control efforts by outlining some activities to be rolled out in our member states to stem the tide against the emergence of the new psychotropic substances.
They can make someone to kill his parents without feeling it. It is that bad, and these drugs are available. So that's why we are concerned to see what we could do.
In some treatment centers, we had one lady to 90 men getting treatment. What does that say? That basically says we're not doing anything when it comes to the treatment of women with drug use disorders.
The conference is put together by ECOWAS and CRISA, and a communique is expected at the end. Haman Jabani, NTA News.
Tackling broader challenges in key areas of health, education and skills development. Nasarawa State Government has developed 2 policy documents to facilitate implementation of programs aimed at improving lives of the people in the state. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who launched the 2 documents in Lafia, restated the commitment of the federal government to support states in driving noble ideas that will address current economic challenges. Aliu Tijani reports.
The 2 documents are Nasarawa State Human Capital Development Strategy Document and the State Gender Transformative Human Capital Development Policy Framework. Vice President Kashim Shettima commends Nasarawa State Government for developing the 2 documents aimed at enhancing human capacity and improve the state economy. He calls for full implementation of the document by the implementing agencies in order for the people of the state to reap its maximum benefits.
As we celebrate this leap towards the future, we are reminded that the way forward must be shaped by state-specific action plans that address the unique challenges and opportunities in each region. This is the essence of progress.
The document underscored the position of Nasarawa, Akwa Ibom, and Kaduna states in the Human Capital Development Index in the country, which Governor Abdullah Hisule says mechanisms have been put in place to ensure the implementation of the document in the state.
These documents will no doubt guide us to propel Nasarawa State into a new era of development, inclusivity, and economic prosperity.
It is, in essence, a strategic blueprint for transformation, a roadmap that will guide our efforts in addressing the core challenges that have historically impeded our development and the full realization of our state's potential.
While in Lafia, the Vice President flagged off distribution of relief items that include food items, chicken feeds, sewing machines, cooking stoves, grinding machines, among others, donated to the state by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons and the Bank of Industry. At the palace of the Emir of Lafia, the Vice President commends the peaceful coexistence in the state, describing the prevailing peace as pivotal to the prosperity of the state. In Lafia, Aliyu Tijani, NTA News.
Now, victims of road crash in Kano will from now enjoy excellent first aid treatment and seamless response to an emergency following the inauguration of a clinic by the Federal Road Safety Corps to mitigate impact of road accidents in the state. Yahanasu Hassan Barao reports that the step is in compliance with the global practices in road management.
Behind me is Murtala Mohammed Specialist Hospital, one of the secondary facilities where people rush on daily basis to receive first-hand medical attention. But with the launch of the Accident and Emergency Clinic of the Federal Road Safety Corps, there will be a reduction in the number of people that come here on daily basis to receive emergency medical attention, especially road accident victims.
As part of the philanthropic support to victims of road accidents in Kano, stakeholders and wealthy individuals pulled resources together to establish an emergency clinic equipped with state-of-the-art facilities. While inaugurating the facility, the Secretary to Government of Kano State, Baffa Bichi, alongside Co-Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Muhammad, said such intervention is coming at a critical moment.
For the FIC, we are going to continue to deliver our mandate of creating a safe and secure motoring environment for the people of Nigeria.
We are really happy to have this opportunity to be able to establish a clinic that will cater for accident victims.
I'm going to take a report to His Excellency the Governor of Kano State and present some of the demands that are going to help in boosting the capacity of this hospital.
Plan is on the way to expand the existing facilities at the newly inaugurated Accident and Emergency Clinic situated within Kano Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps. In Kano, Yahana Hassan Barao, NTA News.
Now, ahead of the forthcoming African Military Games to be hosted in the nation's capital in November, the Nigerian military has solicited the support of the FCT administration towards ensuring the success of the sporting event. Shuaibu Noze Yakubu reports on the visit of the delegation led by the Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Christopher Musa, to the office of the FCT minister.
The African Military Games is a window that will attract military athletes from African nations to compete for laurels. Leader of the delegation and the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, says the visit is to solicit the support of the FCT administration.
This is the second edition. Nigeria is the second country that is hosting such a grand event. It is to showcase Nigeria in great light to the world. We're expecting over 40 countries so far that are coming with their armed forces. It is part of the renewed agenda of Mr. President, projecting Nigeria to the world.
FCT Minister Yeson Wike says the event will not only boost the economic activities of the nation, but will also put the nation in a better perspective, pledging to provide the needed support to ensure its success.
The opportunity to showcase Nigeria, to showcase the Federal Capital Territory. This African Military Games that is coming up in November in Abuja will also showcase the city called Abuja. It will also show that Nigeria is safe, Abuja is safe.
In the meantime, the minister has constituted a 3-man team to work with the sporting committee to ensure hitch-free event. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Now, Super Eagles captain William Trost Ekong is expecting a tough AFCON 2025 qualifier return leg in Libya, following Nigeria's 1-0 defeat to the Mediterranean Knights, but also remains confident that Nigeria will go for the maximum point. For details and more, let's join Suleiman Musa on Sports Update.
Let's begin with football. Following their 1-0 victory over the Mediterranean Knights of Libya on Friday in Uyo, Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong says it will not be easy to defeat Libya at home in the second leg of the AFCON 2025 qualifier on Tuesday, but added that the team is ready to secure the needed maximum points away. The Super Eagles secure a narrow victory courtesy of a lone strike from Fisayo Dele-Bashiru. Currently, Nigerian top Group D with 7 points, while Benin Republic is on second with 6 points, followed by Libya with 2 points, and Rwanda stays down with 1 point. Still on football, Ikorodu City trashed Bendel Insurance 3-0 on Saturday in the match day 6 of the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL), while Sunshine Stars edged Rangers by a lone goal. Sunday fixtures will see Bayelsa United hosting Plateau United, Heartland will be away to El Kanemi Warriors, Remo Stars battle Nasarawa United, Katsina United plays Rivers United, Niger Tornadoes trade tackles with Globe Stars in the North Central Derby, and 3SC welcomes the People's Elephants, Eyimba. To boxing, Arthur Beterbiev beat Dimitri Bivol by majority decision to become the undisputed light heavyweight world champion, as one of boxing's most anticipated fights live up to the hype in Saudi Arabia. In the contest that could have gone either way, Bivol won the earlier round with his superior movement and combinations. Fellow undisputed Russian Beterbiev was undeterred and forced his way back into the fight with relentless pressure and power punching. With scores of 114-114, 115-113, and 116-112, Beterbiev became the division's first undisputed champion since 2002 and the first ever in the four-belt era. To female boxing, Australia's Sky Nicholson defended her WBC featherweight world title with a stylish point win over Britain Rivan Chapman in Saudi Arabia. The 29-year-old was in full flow, picking Chapman apart with some terrific counter-punching coupled with fluid movement at Riyadh Kingdom Arena. Nicholson was awarded a unanimous decision with scores of 99-91, 98-92, and 98-92 points. With Sports Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
That is where Panorama ends. Thank you so much for being a part of it. My name is Justin Bemu. Do have a wonderful afternoon.